the notorious base.
Hello everyone, this is a no save, no damage playthrough of Resident Evil 2, the 1998 classic. This is Leon's second or B scenario, which is canon in the main story. I'm joined today by fellow content creator and horror fanatic Ant Zombie Slayer. What's going on, my man?
Hey, glad to be back. I can't wait for another commentary episode. A lot of fun last time.
Yeah, man.
With the Leon Navy bit.
Yeah, no, we had a blast, and Ant is going to be joining us on the entire RE trilogy commentary and the playthroughs that we do, so it's a pleasure to have him. I mean, his lore is 1-to-1. I mean, it's phenomenal, and he knows a lot about the series, so it's great to have you on here, brother. And without further ado, guys, we are going to get started. We hope you enjoy this.
Enjoy.
In the midst of the T-virus outbreak in Raccoon City, Claire Redfield succeeded in escaping from the city, along with one of the only other survivors, a young girl named Sherry. However, behind their escape was the lone survivor of the Raccoon City Police Department, Leon S. Kennedy.
What have we got here?
That guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Mess. What could have done this? What was that? What are these things? All right, that's far enough. Don't move. Don't move. No! What's up with that guy? That was a clean hit. I'm running out of ammo here.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down! We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
Okay. What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you.
No! Look out! Still in one piece.
Hey! That maniac's gonna ram us! Run! Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Okay, so we're back. A couple of differences from the B scenarios compared to the respective A is that this takes place on the opposite side of the tanker
That's cool.
crash. Yeah, which is a really cool concept.
We got a delicacy.
Yeah, that was actually very
Nice.
close right there. I actually almost got
That
bid.
was very close.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was so focused on which way to move, like back and forth, serpentining these zombies, that I was like, oh shit. But
I want to check out that hamburger place.
yeah, there's a
What is it,
delicatessen.
B hamburgers? or something
Yeah.
like that?
So as you can see, the B scenario starts us off as our respective character on the opposite side of the RPD. So we're now by the
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
yeah, we're by the parking garage of the RPD, and we're
Yep.
gonna grab the cabin key and go right through.
Yeah, so those big shutters, that goes down to the under the basement parking garage.
Yeah, it leads right to where those shutters
Cool.
are,
Cool.
where you usually
Yeah,
see that
awesome.
green herb.
Cool. Don't go through that door that we just came
Yeah,
through.
and it's correct. If you go through that door, there's a whole like quote unquote jump scare scene of literally zombies walking through the door because the barricade basically just shit its pants. So what I like to do there is I like to line myself up with that zombie. Misty loves to gatekeep right here. I don't know. I cannot stand her. I'm not gonna lie. I hate her. But anywho,
That was a smart strategy though, where you kind of gave yourself time. You know?
yeah, man.
Hey! Get over here! Hurry! I can't set her down. I'll drop you a rope ladder. Grab onto it. Come on. Just a little more. Get off me! Stay back! Don't come any closer! Stay back!
So,
Right, a lot just happened.
it looked like they used the same model as the chief, but he dyed his hair with like just for men, and he had like the brown mustache and the brown hair.
I mean, that guy was an idiot.
Yeah,
I mean,
awful
he
shot.
He just ran out. He didn't give himself distance like you just did before with Misty.
100%.
Definitely not Survivor 101 for that guy. Did not go to class for that.
What I love is that he's such a bad shot, but at the same time, he was able to shoot right through the helicopter and pierce the dude.
Kill the guy.
So, as you guys can see right now, we are inside the infamous save room with the wonderful music. Best soundtrack, I think, arguably in the series.
Oh, good.
And,
And what you said before, I just wanted to focus on that, was that you said that this scenario of Leon in the original is the canon one, the Leon B. So this scenario is what's really took place in the original.
right. Yeah, it's 100% right. Canon just means the true. You know, canon true, like the true ending. So,
Yeah.
funny enough, in the original 98 version, as Ant just touched on, was they had it where Claire basically made it through the front double doors of the RPD lobby, met Marvin and all that, and Leon, yeah, he just, he meets up with Ada and all that stuff, but it's in a different, peculiar way.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and grab the shotgun off of the main lobby
That's right. You
desk.
get the shotgun early. That's
Very
cool.
early, yeah, just because of the different encounters with new enemies, which we will see, which I'll let Ant Zombie Slayer talk on once we get there. But all we needed to do right there was grab the shotgun, head back to the second floor,
Cool.
and we're going to make our way back to where we came from. We need to go ahead and grab the water valve. We need to turn on the big water tower that was right, you know, funny enough, right above where the helicopter crashed, conveniently.
Conveniently, yeah.
We're not going to worry about
I mean, if that didn't happen,
Yeah.
you probably wouldn't even have to do that. Like if there was no crash.
Yeah, I mean, like, kind of would have been if you think about it, it would have been a boring rooftop scene, you know, like, it's just, so I'm just making sure I switch my configurations over to Type C. That allows me to have lock on, and that just regulates being able to kill all enemies, especially zombies, easier, because if zombies are still alive on the ground, the best way to always tell that they're dead is if there's a shadow underneath, and as Ant, I believe you discussed at one point or another, if you see them kind of like tremoring on the floor, or like kind of turning their head, that indicates they're still alive. So we want to make sure that there's some handgun ammo on this gentleman that's deceased.
There's also the dead zombies where you can pick up ammo that they're non-attack zombies, so they're never up and roaming around. They're just dead.
Yeah, they have no HP value, 100%. He's completely right. So, I mean, if you're doing the game on... There's a hard difficulty setting, which some people are familiar with, but most, you know, just avid fans that are casual fans don't know. It's only available in the Dreamcast version as well as the Japanese PC version of RE2.
Gotcha.
So the highest difficulty setting of this version, which I am playing this on the PlayStation 1 emulator, DuckStation, was normal difficulty. So we're playing it on its highest version. And as you can see, I go ahead and I aim, because basically, as I was saying earlier, if Leon aims towards a certain direction and it latches on to an enemy, that means, yeah, there's still some life in a dead body.
That's so cool. I never knew about that Type C configuration on the control. That's cool.
Yeah, I actually didn't know about that. Shout out to Mr. Tibbs 1992. You guys should go ahead and check out his YouTube channel. He is vast wealth of knowledge when it comes to Resident Evil and the Fatal Frame franchises, so he actually helped me with that.
Yeah, his knowledge of these games are really detailed. Like, he probably knows, like, who was commissioned to kind of build the structure, the walls, and the flooring.
Funny enough,
who made the flooring and the walls of the RPD? He probably would know that.
He probably actually had a hand in laying down the cement foundation. So
exactly.
We're gonna just run directly towards the middle with those crows. The crows have a habit, if you run on either side of the body over there, to just start pecking you. It's a little RNG. So,
I hate those crows.
Yeah, that's one thing I can say I'm happy about. Did not return in the remake. Them and the... I do like the giant spiders or the tarantulas, but in this game, the original, they are very aggressive, which you guys will see later in the run.
I always wonder why they didn't put the giant spiders in the new remake games.
Maybe budgetary reasons. Maybe they kind of felt that it felt a little too, for lack of a better word, corny in a way. You know, like maybe having a giant spider, even though there's a giant alligator. So really, what am I talking about?
Yeah.
But again, maybe it was just budgetary things, or maybe they just didn't feel that having all these vast different enemy types was necessary. Who knows? Alright, so the big bad has finally reached the RPD. This guy, he is...
Is that Dwayne Johnson?
Basically the same thing. We have a Mr. X is his code name, and once we finish this little fight, I will let Ant Zombie Slayer touch on who Mr. X is. So the best thing to do right here, once Mr. X rounds the corner, we're going to blast him with about 3 to 4 shotgun shells right off the jump. We're going to use the aiming faculty to turn quick. There's no quick turning in Resident Evil 2, so aiming and turning is actually faster than a normal turn. We're going to run all the way back, line ourselves up with this green herb, and we have plenty of shotgun shells because we're fortunate enough in the US version, this is the US version of the game, by the way, to get shotgun shells over by the crashed helicopter. There is none in the Japanese version. But Ant knows a lot about the different creatures and monsters, so Ant, if you would like to just discuss a little bit about who and what Mr. X is.
Yeah, so he's a tyrant, and I think his name is T-103.
That's correct.
That was like, yeah. And, yeah, he's basically just like this endless stomping machine, like a Terminator.
And what would you say is a little scarier, this version or the remake? I think we were discussing that the remake may hold a candle, you know, to it.
Yeah, definitely the remake easily. And that's because, I mean, this is still scary, but the remake, what makes the remake scary is that the Mr. X will continue to run after you even after you kind of beat him in one area after you defeat him.
Right, and I totally second that. I think the fact that he's a stalker character in the remake
Stalker, yeah,
is what makes it terrifying. I mean, this dude will, throughout RPD 2, he will chase you down. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What you guys just saw there were two lickers in that hallway. I basically hug Leon's left side and just blast the two lickers at the same time. If you don't get both lickers, it's okay. Just, you know, reset the room and take out the secondary licker.
This licker you could just run past.
Yeah.
Right?
So the moonroof licker, you could just run right by him. You could either reset the room and go back in and finish him off right now, or just keep a mental note that he is in that room. But yeah, you could just dodge right by him.
Those are some cool pre-rendered graphics.
And I think that's probably my favorite thing. Now, there are a vast majority of wonderful modders and upscaling softwares for this game. Shout out to the Resident Evil HD Seamless project. They did an amazing job, those guys over there. I think there's just something so vintage about the old, like, aerial graphics of this game that I wanted to just play the OG port, you know?
Yeah. Gotta go old school.
Absolutely.
We are going old school for this.
Oh, so one thing I forgot to touch, you guys see it on the screen, and I haven't mentioned it yet. What I have on the screen right now is a no damage hit counter, which I'm sure most of you who do watch no damage content are familiar with it. It's basically a now and PB. As you see from front to left, I just went ahead and hit the button that made me hit the 0, so we're in the green. PB stands for personal best, so out of all the runs I've done, we've had 0 problems in that area. And it's basically going to be broken into splits of each section of the game. So the first part was the Mr. X encounter, and now we are going to be on RPD 1 for a bit.
Yeah, so what we just did there, you unlocked with 3 different electronically locked doors. Don't go into the library yet. Wait till close to the end.
100%. I couldn't implore that any more than Ant just did. I mean, and he said it with force because, like, if you do, you will screw yourself for the remainder of the police department arcs that we have.
And the library is the double doors that you just saw on the second floor.
Yes. So what happens is if you go through there, remember, what's going on in the B scenario takes place anywhere from like 20 to, I would say like 20 to 30 at max minutes after Claire's A scenario. So anything that you may have done in their respective A scenarios is happening a little bit later. So if we go into that library early on, it'll attract the zombies to start breaking through the windows, and we'll just have to either expend a lot of handgun ammo or try to dodge them. And it's just, there's no reason to make it harder than it needs to be. Game's already hard enough.
Exactly. Unless you're a crazy person.
Yeah.
Just want to give yourself that extra challenge.
Absolutely. And I mean, a lot of people in the community that I work in, they're just very talented streamers, and you know, they set some of the craziest restrictions I've personally ever seen, but shout outs to them. Me, I'm personally good with just the no save, no damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
got some wall zombies.
That guy got dangerous.
Whoa, that was close.
Dangerously close. So this is this is an old strategy I had. This video was actually filmed about 3 months ago now. When I I also did take on the Japanese versions of this game, so my strategies.
Damn, it was about to give you the
Yeah, he
kiss.
was the kiss of death, and
Yep.
this was a little bit more of a rough strategy. I was still kind of learning, but one thing you could do is either use the shotgun where I did right there in the hallway, because the zombies will break through in any version, and or you could run down to the end of the hallway, use your handgun, and actually save a little bit of shotgun shells. So
Nice.
yeah, definitely
But
recommend.
hey, you thought on your feet.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be adaptive in these runs because if you're not, I mean, you could memorize as much as you want, but you know, the more the more intense the difficulty and also the more developed the game, so like as the games continued on with 3, 4, you really need to become adaptive and on your feet.
You also don't want to forget the lighter too, please.
Yeah, so that's a it's an inside joke. If you guys ever check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/notoriousbase, I do a lot of the routing and live commentary along with my community over there, and it's just a joke because in Leon's run, the lighter's not important because it's a special item, but in Claire's run, you don't want to forget the lighter in RPD2. So yes, it's a running joke. There's actually a meme picture behind it. So you guys will end up seeing that in future runs. But yeah, we're going to put away the red jewel, the valve, and we want to head up to the second floor. We need to. One thing I will say, Ant can attest to this, is item management is absolutely crucial in any survival horror game you will ever play, whether it's Resident Evil, The Evil Within, Outlast,
Yeah.
anything. You need to make sure that.
I tried my hand at Resident Evil 2 remake Claire. No damage, no HUD.
And that's a challenge alone.
Item management was definitely a challenge. Also, knowing which weapons work best with which bosses, I think that helps.
I think that's 100%, right? Because knowing when to. And the thing that was also really good about RE2 Remake was having secondary weapons like the knife, the grenade, the flash to give you an extra hand. And if you utilize some of those items too early on, well, let me tell you something on hardcore, as Ant knows, as I know, as many know, they don't respawn. You know, where you pick them up is the only places you'll find them. So, got to make use in certain areas of the correct items and item usage. So I agree.
I had to constantly just like adapt constantly.
Overcome, adapt, strive. So yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, but behind that second statue I pushed was actually handgun ammo. A lot of people don't actually know there's handgun ammo there. The whole party's coming down the hall. We have a shit ton of zombies that Ant, funny enough, I think you mentioned in the previous recording. They all look like they've been bit on their
on their right shoulder.
yeah, which is quite an interesting observation, but he's 100% right. It's kind of funny. They didn't really. They were like, yeah, let's just hit copy paste.
Yeah, that's pretty
Same
much.
design.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just clear out this hallway. We're gonna have to. We don't have to go down it a crazy amount, but we have to go down it 2 or 3 times. So better to just clear this hallway out rather than have to dodge.
Man, maybe it was a zombie that just can only turn left.
Yeah, and he didn't forget the lighter in RPD2 like I do. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to head into the STARS office, which we all know who the STARS are. Apparently...
Not the stars in the sky.
Yeah, not them. Apparently I was reading something that... I don't know how true this is, so nobody quote me, but I saw that there were STARS members and then Leon and Claire actually became honorary STARS members after surviving the events of...
Oh, cool.
Yeah, after surviving the events of Raccoon City. So, like, when you go on...
Nice, the Magnum, let's go.
Yeah, so we got the Magnum inside of the weapons locker over there, which is...
Also, if you... Yeah, I was just going to add, if you're in the STARS office, if you want a little Easter egg, check by Wesker's desk.
Yeah.
Or Chief's desk. The big desk at the back with the photo. You check it 50 times, you get film, and then you get Rebecca Chambers.
Hey, wait!
Well said, man.
Leon!
Claire, you made it!
Yeah. Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay here alone. Leon, I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio. That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
I mean, so me and Anthony were just kind of discussing that, is it a radio or a walkie-talkie? It's probably like a little of both. It's probably like the police-issued walkie-talkies, which basically could stream for like very far distances. So this door right here, do not go through it. That is the entrance to the library.
That's the library, yeah.
So, man, you were discussing a little bit before the cutscene about what exactly is in Wesker's desk, so people know.
Yeah, just to touch up on that, if you check around there where it says like there's all this trash, after 50 times on the 50th try, you get a secret film, and then you go to the dark room, and then you get a little special photo of Rebecca Chambers in a basketball jersey.
Which is very weird, to say the least, that Wesker has that in his desk. I'm not even going to question it, but hey, whatever floats your boat, Chief. All right, so now we have the diamond key. We're going to go ahead and go right into the evidence room, which we're getting the diamond key much earlier on than the A scenario, because the B scenario is actually shorter, a decent amount shorter than the A scenarios.
And you also run into Sherry as Leon in the B scenario.
Which is, yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
So now we're in the room that you would once speak to Marvin, but from the opposite door. There's zombies infesting this room now, and no Marvin.
Yeah. Because now he's dead.
Yeah,
right?
Claire already took him out. And as we know, in the old trilogy, zombies despawn.
Right. Yeah, because after you kill a zombie, they disappear. That's exactly what happens in real life.
Yeah, makes total physical sense. So yeah, we just want to clear out all the zombies in here. Inside of the room on the desk, Marvin's office, is the heart key. We're going to need to grab that, but right now I'm just scanning the area, taking out all the zombies. We have so much handgun ammo. I mean, one thing I will say about Resident Evil 2, they give you literally more than enough ammo to kill every single enemy in this game. So if you were ever attempting a kill all, you have plenty of ammo. It's just a matter of how you disperse it.
Yep. And I gotta say, like, I really do love the advanced Matilda. It's really good.
Yeah, funny. I'm glad you mentioned that. So this zombie was alive. As we could see there's a shadow on the ground.
Yep, playing possum. Yep.
The reason I grabbed the small key early on in the save room, which there's a small key right there if you didn't grab it because I didn't mention it, inside of that little drawer before the library door is the attachment for the Matilda, which makes it a semi-automatic handgun. You could switch between single shot or rapid fire.
Gotta go with rapid fire.
It helps a lot. It makes for a much stronger handgun and just puts down zombies even quicker.
Yep. And when you're in a jam, it definitely helps because it's like so much quicker.
Absolutely. So now we're heading back to that same save room that we grabbed the small key on, which was on the bench. And now that we have both red jewels, we're going to go ahead and take out that one liquor I was discussing earlier. So for the first portion of the game, we use the handgun, but once we get back into the RPD2 section, we don't need the handgun really anymore for this run. It'll just mainly be the shotgun and the Magnum. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have to use the handgun. If you prefer it, go right ahead, but
yeah.
You definitely don't need it.
Yeah. And that the room we were just in, I think it's called the waiting room.
Yeah, I think that's what they coin it. So, as I said, you could either reset this room and kill this liquor. First thing you want to do not run. Lickers can't hear you. They can only... I mean, lickers can hear you. They can't see you. I said that reversed. In this game, though, they could sense you very easily, comparatively to the remake.
Yeah.
So just go ahead.
I mean, they basically can see you in this game. It's almost like they're legally blind in this game.
Yeah, it's I think the coin term is like hit detection. Like they could detect that you're in the vicinity if you get too close or if you're standing right near them. Comparatively to the remake, where like unless you make too much noise, they won't attack you at all.
Exactly. But they're a lot more vicious in the remake, so you don't want to get
you don't want to get tangled with them unless you have a defense item. So
or else you are finito. you're
donezo. So in the statue's breastplate opened up. We got the first plug, which is a puzzle called the plug puzzle. It's going for. It is in the lower levels of the sewers. We need to collect a total of 4 plugs in order to unlock the sewer door. So I believe in RPD1 we'll only gather 2 in Leon's B scenario. In the retrospective A scenario, you could gather 3 plugs before you even go back to RPD2.
This man knows his plugs.
Yeah, I got my plugs. But reason I say that you can only grab 2 is because of what we had said regarding the library. Since 2 of the plugs, one is located actually in the library, the other is in the clock tower, we can't actually go ahead and grab it unless we want to take a pretty big risk. The heart key, as you guys saw, I used it. It's a one-time use, right, Ant? Yeah, just for that door.
Yeah, that's... In the remake, Leon does not get the heart key.
No, he doesn't. That's right.
Claire gets a heart key, and then Claire does not get the club key.
So one thing you guys just watched right here, what I did was I came through this double door, but there's a door right where the zombie is dead now, up to the right, which leads from the main lobby that I recommend starting off with. Just makes for a little bit of an easier approach at killing all these zombies. So what I did...
Not a bad strategy, though.
No, it's a little bit of an...
You just kind of just like turned.
Yeah, it's a little bit more of an advanced strategy where I'm keeping the aim, as I discussed earlier, that holding the aim and turning is quicker than Leon turning on his own. So I was able to pop the zombie, turn around, pop him again.
Yeah.
And we're going through this door also because number one,
there's a plug.
There's another plug. And we're getting rid of the diamond key. The diamond key has 2-door usage. It's that door, and it was the evidence room.
Gotcha. Better start running.
No, yeah, funny enough,
Wait,
yeah, no liquor jumps through the window in the B scenario.
The game tricked me.
That's in the A scenario, which is interesting. You would think that the window, and I think they did that a little bit better in the remake, that window's actually shattered.
Yeah, it should be shattered, yeah.
Honestly, even probably in the Dreamcast or the GameCube version, since they have the window broken that Nemesis would jump through and should already be broken, they probably have that updated as well.
Speaking of Nemi is like remake Mr. X, and original Mr. X is like remake Nemi.
Yeah, they basically reverse them. I mean, when we do get to RE3 Nemesis on the channel, he follows you, but he runs. So he's very very aggressive. So you always have to be on your toes in
terrifying
in RE3. So
you got a little hallway of dogs coming up.
Yeah.
Doggies.
So right here you can use the burst handgun, which I should have used in this playthrough, but I went ahead and used the shotgun. That makes no difference what you use, but you save ammo in the shotgun by not using it here.
Yeah. Definitely the burst handgun would have dispatched them.
Yeah.
Really well.
And it's only one singular dog right in this hallway, actually, in the B scenario, so it would have made it
that's it? Oh,
much easier.
Are there any dogs here?
No, so funny enough, the dogs and liquors that would normally spawn in this hallway...
They're in the parking garage.
They're actually, yeah, there's going to be dogs over here. But we have another cutscene coming up where we meet a new character.
Ah, let's find out who it is. Let's see.
Sorry about that. When I saw the uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
Who are you?
A
And what are you doing here?
I'm looking for some guy named Ben. He's one of those reporter types, always looking for a scoop. I heard he was locked up in the cell block, only there's a wrecked car barring the entrance. I've been trying to find another way inside. If we work together, we can move this thing. Give me a hand here, will you?
We're gonna watch both Ada and Leon push a raccoon police department SWAT van like it's nothing. Meanwhile, I couldn't move my car if I tried.
Totally possible.
So when me and Ant were talking about that section of the back of the RPD where you start off on, this is actually that downstairs of the shutter that was closed that leads to this parking garage.
Yep. So we got a new character, Ada Wong.
Mm-hmm.
So attractive, femme fatale Asian woman.
Yep.
Yes, please.
Yep. Absolutely. She is a she's a fan favorite. A lot of fans, the fandom love her, and I agree. She's a great character, and we're gonna meet another not so fun character right now.
Let me guess. You must be Ben, right? Get up, now!
What do you want? I'm trying to sleep here.
Is this the guy?
Ben? You told the city officials that you knew something about what's been going on, didn't you? What did you tell them?
And who the heck are you?
I'm trying to find my boyfriend. His name's John. He was working for a branch office of Umbrella, based in Chicago, but he suddenly disappeared 6 months ago. I heard a rumor that he's here in the city.
I don't know anything. And even if I did, why would I want to tell you?
Okay, I say we leave him in there. Does anyone know where they put the key to this cell?
I have it right here, officer. But I'm not about to leave this cell. Those zombies aren't the only things crawling around out there.
What was that?
Like I said, I'm not leaving this cell. Get out of here before you lead it right to me.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive in this building.
What?
Look, if you want to live, then you're gonna have to leave with me.
But do you even know how to get out of the city? There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
All right, I'm going.
Alright, so we can see that Ben isn't the most friendly individual. He is a reporter.
Yeah, interesting conversation there.
We went ahead and grabbed the manhole opener because there's a sewer grate we got to get through. We're going to go through the dog kennel, which is the door we passed just before. Just so you guys know, we are in the underground right now, they call this. And right over there was a film on the table. It's optional. I think it either just shows locations of different weapons or items in the game, as well as like just some...
Oh, I think I could, I think I know what it might be. It's like, one is, like the tyrant, like the arm of the tyrant inside a capsule. Another one is like, someone that's died and is turning into a zombie.
Oh, okay. So it's like documentation, kind of.
Yeah.
Interesting. So yeah, I went ahead and neutralized those zombie dogs because they do break out once we come back through this area, and it's one less headache you're going to want to have to worry about. So while they're still locked up, yeah, just take them out.
Good idea.
I went ahead and equipped the shotgun right here because we have our first introduction of the big spiders.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and do the lock on.
Kill at least just one of these. They could be very aggressive, so you got to be careful.
Extremely aggressive. So I'm just sitting in this corner. I'm waiting. I'm not letting this guy win this war. I'm winning the day. So I'm going to stand in this corner, keep waiting for the lock-on to happen for this, and then once Leon does his infamous lock-on, put about three to four shots in there, and neutralize both. We're going to have to come through here probably another 2 times, so it's just better to get rid of these. They're very hard to dodge, very narrow hallway, so...
Yeah, very narrow. I know the remake of the Resident Evil 1 remake, I don't know if the original, but after you kill a giant spider, there's smaller spiders that come out.
Yeah, I do think that the spiders come out in this one too, but the locations of where they are in the water, I don't know if they actually could do anything. I'm not sure.
I don't remember them coming out in this one.
Yeah, funny enough, I don't remember it. I don't know.
It might just be in the Resident Evil remake.
Could be. So, yeah, now we're going to take over and do some... Now we're going to play as Ada for a short duration.
All right.
Ada? I don't think I've introduced myself yet. My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD. It's a dead end.
You think we can get upstairs through this shaft? Give me a boost. I'll go and check. How cute. That little girl must have dropped this. I think I'll hold on to it for her.
So yeah, guys, now...
Alright, we're playing as Ada.
Yeah, this is the Ada segment, and I'll touch on the Ada segment a bit. We're in the cesspool location.
Yeah, so there's zombies here. There's one iteration where there's dogs that are here instead of zombies. That might be the Leon A.
It's the A scenario for both of them, actually. There's dogs in this area.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, so this is a very short section. She has, if you notice, her gun's a lot quicker than Leon's. Also, if you were watching the cutscene before, it was this long pause. It reminded me of the awkwardness when I was first talking to girls in high school.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, like, you know, first time meeting a girl, just like getting a little like nervous, just like that's kind of. He's like, yeah, I don't know if I introduced myself. Her reaction was kind of like, I don't care.
I don't care who you are.
But the thing is, it kind of looked like there was dialogue taken out. It looked like maybe Ada had like another line that maybe on the final evaluations of the game, the editors were like, it's kind of, you know, unnecessary.
Or it was dead air. It was dead air.
Could be. There were a lot of, like, I think during this time period, they were trying to use, like, expressions through hands to kind of, like, give an idea of what was going on, although it kind of looked like she just shrugged it off and didn't give a shit.
So that shaft you were in before, that's where you go, that's where Sherry comes out of, and that's where you go back to Claire and Sherry.
Yeah, so it's, like, the respective areas that, like... If we played as Sherry, which you do inside of the Claire variant of this game, it would be from the area where we picked up the shotgun shells.
Yep. And then just like in good Resident Evil logic, the boxes is going to help us get across when we fill this up with water.
Buoyancy, yeah. So basically, as Ann said, we got to just push these crates over. I think I don't know what they're filled with. UHBE it says on it. I don't know what that is, but we just need to create a path because there is a key over there that's going to be useful for Leon in his second trip through the RPD. It's the club key.
And Resident Evil loves its water.
Loves its water, and it loves its evacuations.
Yeah.
Self-destruct sequences, to coin it perfectly.
Yep.
So now,
it would be a pain to like live next door to like the Umbrella, because you'd constantly be hearing every night the self-destruct
Yeah.
sequence has been activated.
Oh,
God, again?
yeah, this shit again.
What the hell?
This shit again. Yeah. So now we're done with Ada's segment, and I believe there is one more small cutscene coming up.
Leon, can you hear me?
Ada, did you find anything?
Right here. Think fast. Here's one more. Hey, I can't reach the ventilation hole. I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll catch up with you later.
What? Ada, wait!
Leon, come in. I found the girl, and I've cleared the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
Got it.
So funny enough, each of these instances, when you play in the respective A and B scenario, you actually see the other member, whether it's Claire or Leon, say these lines and then them respond to the said walkie-talkie call. So implemented in
Pretty cool.
in the original of RE2 was something called the Zap system, which if you played these games correspondingly, the A scenario next to the B scenario, they actually fit in each gap, which was ingenious for its time. It still is ingenious to this day.
I don't know how they did that for, back then.
Yeah, it was very ahead of their time, and in areas that they probably cut corners in, they definitely excelled in other areas.
Yeah.
So now we're going to head back through the same way we came, and we are going to tackle RPD2. Now, in this playthrough, the US version, I didn't go into the weapons locker, the armory, to get the side pack or the submachine gun. This was just a straightforward run. So you're not going to see me go in there.
Yes, yes.
Now that we took those dogs out, they won't burst through, but there are dogs that are now populating this underground area. Now, you could do one of two things. You could dash by them, serpentining around them, or...
Yeah. Oh, this part, yeah.
Or you could use the Magnum and just take them out.
Are there a lot of dogs in this room?
Just two.
Like a good amount. Oh, that's it.
Just two, but that's enough to be quite annoying. If you hug...
Oh, you run past
Yeah, if you hug them...
Right.
If you hug the corners of
Wow,
the doors...
it's like they weren't even...
They weren't even aggro. Yeah.
Wow. Smart. Wow.
Yeah, you just... and it doesn't mean it'll happen like that every time. I got a little, good RNG in my favor for once. And...
Now, I just want to mention, if you decide to go to the armory, you want to go to the morgue, and I think there's 2 liquors in there?
Yeah, there's 2 liquors waiting for you. And...
Yeah, so you kill those liquors, you get the card, and then you go in the armory.
Yes, and there's some extra handgun ammo. There's also a side pack, which adds more inventory space for the respective character, as well as a machine gun that has a finite amount of ammo. It's set at 100%, so the percentile for the machine gun is different from like other weapons in this game. I think the only the only 2 weapons in this game that have that are the flamethrower and the machine gun.
Flamethrower, yeah. And you don't get any new ammo with the machine gun or the flamethrower in this game.
There is one location, but we won't be getting it in this run for the machine gun.
Oh, there is.
If you remember, in the Resident Evil 1.5 room that they added on in the laboratory later on, there is a room that if both the A scenario character and the B scenario character...
Oh, what's in that room?
Yeah, laying on top of one of the hunk unit guys, the umbrella unit.
Gotcha.
There's a... but that room requires you to do it special, so that's why... They don't even note that you could get submachine gun ammo there, because it's not easily picked up throughout the course of the game.
Also, speaking of the Zap system in this game, with the armory room, whichever character in the A scenario decides to do either the side pack or the machine gun, choose wisely, because whatever item that you choose, that item's not going to be there in the B scenario for the other character.
Yeah, no, Anthony's 100% right with that. One thing I tend to do is I actually don't grab anything for the A scenario so that the character could pick up both for the B.
That's smart.
I mean, it makes the A scenario 1,000 times harder. Not really, but it makes it more annoying.
Yeah.
So the password for this is the middle one, the one all the way to the right. So they're numbered 12, 13, 11 is the password. So middle, right, and then all the way to the left.
Yeah, it's based off of Jack, Queen, King.
Yeah.
Jack. Oh, shit!
He's here.
That kind of got me.
Yeah, no, trust me. I got super quiet.
Even though, like, I knew that was going to happen. It's like,
You gotta understand, me and Anthony, we're savants when it comes to this game. We've beaten this game tirelessly into the ground, and we still get scared of spots, trust me.
Now, you didn't know this prior, but you can actually, I believe you can enter that hole in the wall.
Which I had no idea.
Back into the room. Yeah.
It's a little bit better of a tactic to go ahead and take out this Mr. X because he does have a large range of attack now, the farther you get into the game.
Yeah.
Usually what I like to do is when he is about to break through the wall, we know where he's going to break through the wall, have Leon actually with his back face to the hole in the wall that he's going to break through. That lets you run away quicker instead of having to do a slow turn. Because as I've said a few times in this game, there was no quick turn implemented until you play as the lovely Jill Valentine in RE3 Nemesis. So we're kind of strong-armed here.
Also, Nemesis started the dodge mechanic, right?
Yeah, that dodge mechanic was pitiful. I would say, now, I'm not about to sit here and rank on the remake at all. I think the RE3 remake, for what it was, keyword was a fun game. Did it have a lot missing? Sure. But aside from that, the one thing that it did have that was phenomenal was a really good dodge mechanic. The original dodge mechanic was very something that you don't want to count on because it all depended on last-second aiming and making sure, like if a zombie was about to attack you and you aimed quick and couldn't get it, you dodge. But it was unfavorable to count on and depend on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, too, if you hold R2, let's say if you're in a city block alleyway where there's like an explosive barrel, if you hold R2 and press X, it'll blow up the barrel instead of just hitting enemies individually.
That's right.
You can do that in the original Nemesis.
I actually forgot about that. Yeah, so you could actually switch lock between the enemy or the like explosive environmental like barrel, which actually makes it a lot easier. So, you know, if there's a large, because remember, in the Raccoon City streets, there's going to be a lot more enemies than inside of a large police department. So you kind of have to make do with the things that were set up around you, and that was a cool feature. I gotta say, RE3 Nemesis, they added a lot of really cool mechanics to the game.
Yeah.
So
we are in the Chief's office area.
Yeah, this is Chief Iron's office. This is like the back area by the fireplace. You'll notice over there were flags of the Raccoon City Police Department and the U.S. flag. Those are actually texture assets from Resident Evil 1.5.
Oh, cool.
So we have another...
Oh, shit, that's right. It's also...
Yeah, Mr. X is actually chilling in this hallway, too. And this is a very narrow hallway. You will not get past him unless you take him down. So I usually, same thing we did with the first encounter. You know, we'll hit him with a few shotgun shells, run back, and then it's probably like 3 or 4 more shots. I think I overshot right here. Boom. And then he just smacks his head on the ground, and we get some Magnum bullets. Now,
more Magnum. Nice.
We're going to start, you know, as I said, if you notice, I put the handgun away. Those of you watching, I put them away. I put it away for now, and we're just going to stick with the shotgun and the Magnum going forward. We have, like I said, you get plenty of ammo. It doesn't require using everything else.
Lots of taxidermy.
I wish that he was here, and he goes, "Oh, hello."
Hello.
So yeah, the Chief is a very weird, sinister dude. We will touch more on Chief Irons when we do the commentary for Claire's A scenario.
Yeah. Can never trust a guy that does
Taxidermy. Alright, so this is another part of Raccoon 2. We're going to be... We have the crank, we have the lever. I mean, we have the crank, we have the gear, same thing. And we're going to have to actually now head to the library.
Did you ever get the... I didn't see it. Maybe you did the unicorn medallion? Did you have to get that?
No, you don't. So you can grab it as Leon. Leon, it's in the same spot that it would be for Claire's B scenario, in this hallway, actually, on the second floor. If you run...
Yeah.
But you don't need it because there's really nothing in it, considering we don't need to grab the spade key for anything in this run.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's good.
The only reason you grab it for Claire is the lighter is actually in the location that the crank would be in that room.
Gotcha. So you have to grab that as Claire. Got it. Because you don't want to forget the lighter.
Can't forget the lighter in RPD2. This is a prime example of it. And now this is why earlier we said do not go into the library until later on, because it shows just the 2 hallways zombies breaking in, but trust me, they're in pretty much every hallway you would naturally travel through now.
Yeah. They're also in the basement hallway, too.
Yes. So now that we're not actually traveling down any of those hallways shown, including the basement hallway, ever again in this run, we're just going to go ahead and activate it now.
So, very easy puzzle here. 2 to the left, to the right. The 2 pieces on the left, you move them 1 to the right. We're good. Bingo.
Where's everybody going? Bingo? Classic. So now we got...
Well, this is our third plug,
yep.
Right? Yeah.
We got the third plug, and now we're going to actually head to the 3rd floor. There is a 3rd floor on the RPD, but it's just access to the clock tower, which is going to possess the final plug piece and a ventilation chute that we're going to drop down through.
Nice. That's exactly where we need to go. Perfect.
So if we're... Funny enough, there's 2 different locations that there's an extra Mr. X encounter for either Leon B or Claire. In the Claire scenario, there would be a Mr. X encounter right here on the 3rd floor. In Leon's, it's actually later on in the laboratory. There's an extra.
Yeah, and I think that's because you actually don't go down this area as Claire in the B scenario.
Yeah.
You go through the Chief Irons office.
That's correct, actually, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and put the crank, which we did. We lowered down the stairs, and now we're going to go ahead and put the gear inside of the...
Put the cog in there.
Yeah, inside of the clock tower.
Nice. Save the clock tower!
Yeah. And now we're going to go ahead and get the final piece, and this is going to lead up to a little lengthy cutscene, and then we take on our first version of Birkin, otherwise known as G1, so enjoy.
Nice.
No! Get away! Ben! Can you still hear me? Come on, answer! Damn! I don't believe this. I almost got the story. Ben. Bitter irony. The chief of police, a co-conspirator. Get that scum. Make him pay.
Hang in there, Ben.
Leon.
Where are you going, Ada?
To the chemical plant. I have a feeling that's where I'll find John.
Ada! Wait! Hey!
Leon, are you still there? We're leaving.
Are you crazy? The streets are still crawling with zombies.
It'll be all right, trust me. We found a way to the sewer. Follow us later.
Claire! Claire! Wait! Man, why doesn't anyone ever listen to me?
Oh, good old Leon. Poor bastard. No one cares. But one thing I was just mentioning to Ant off mic was I just realized when Ben's talking and he talks about bitter irony, he's basically just telling us the title of what his scoop was going to be, what he was going to title his column. Bitter irony for Chief Irons. Yeah. Which I actually didn't piece together ever, but yeah, he was alluding to what he was going to call it. Bitter irony, the chief of police. Makes sense now.
Yeah, that's cool.
So as I was...
Cool little Sherlock Holmes there.
Yeah, I was just, I was listening in and I was like, oh, I never realized that. So as I was saying before we had the cutscene, we're now done with RPD 2. We have our first boss fight, G1. We're going to go ahead and make sure we have the Magnum equipped.
Yeah, we got boss fight coming. Get ready.
I just came back from the Raccoon Bar.
Looks like someone had too much to drink tonight.
That's literally him right now. So yeah, if you're playing the A scenario, you'd be fighting the G adult here.
Yeah, that enemy's in.
Very. This one's actually a little bit easier, much easier actually. We're just going to go ahead, get the Magnum loaded up, continue firing in. Once the music stops playing, we're going to run back over towards the door because G1 actually throws out a desperation swing with the pipe, and that would lead to us actually taking some damage. I went ahead and made sure that the segments are all caught up, and now we're locked onto the sewers.
Funny how the music is very helpful.
It's extremely... It's very important to queues and boss fights in most Resident Evil games.
Make sure if you're in a zombie apocalypse, if you encounter a strong enemy,
listen for the music.
Wait till the music stops. Yeah, exactly.
Ada! What was that all about? Running off like that was reckless and stupid. Those zombies are everywhere, not to mention that thing that got Ben.
I was there, Leon. I know.
Look, Ada. As an officer, it's my job to look out for you. But we're not going to get through this alive if we don't work together, okay?
All right. We'll do this your way for now.
Alright, so now we're back. Ada's with us for now, quote-unquote, air quotes, hi.
Ada, again, is with us. Somehow she fell through the ceiling.
Yeah, they don't show where she was ever, that she fell through the ceiling like that, so I'm always curious, but...
Yeah.
So, Ann, is there, you actually showed me something here about a little, extra exploration you could do in this section. Did you, want to let everybody know?
Extra content, yeah, that I was just having fun exploring. I think it's the B scenarios, yeah. So after this room, you go down the shaft. That's what you're going to do next. It's going to be I guess it's a T-shaped hallway. Across the other side is another shaft. That takes you to the other, sort of almost identical room where Claire uses. you can actually go up that shaft. You can enter that other room that's in that room, just like this. And that can actually take you back to the RPD the way that Claire came through. And just like when you play Claire, the same thing, you can go back the way that Leon came to the sewer.
That's
So you can actually go back to the RPD.
that's really a cool discovery. I didn't even acknowledge, because unless like maybe you forgot a weapon or you forgot like a file, it gives you the option to be able to go back in this one, to where the remake there was a necessity, right? Like to get the Magnum or to get like, you know.
What's so cool too is when I was Claire, I went back to Ben's body, and I was able to get crossbow ammo.
Oh wow!
Over there, yeah.
See, that's cool.
Ada! Heads up!
Leon, that woman was... I have to talk to her.
Absolutely no regard for Leon just taking two in the chest for you.
Yep. So Leon died.
Yeah.
He's dead.
One thing I like to note here, it's not needed, it's just a little quick speedrunning thing that speedrunners used to use right over here. You unequip the handgun as Ada, and then you go ahead and when Annette shoots it out of your hand over here, it actually doesn't happen. It shows the animation of it happening, but it actually saves you about 3 seconds if you're a speedrunner.
Yeah, which is crazy. That's like a crazy cool detail that I never knew.
And those roaches up in that sewer vent are absolutely annoying and do cause damage, so just as soon as you go through that little sewer system, hold up and run.
Yeah.
Don't move. You're the one who was with that cop, if I'm not mistaken. Identify yourself. Ada Wong. Ada Wong. I've heard that name before. Now I remember. One of the men from Chicago who came to assist the T-virus research used his girlfriend's name as his password. Ada and John, I believe. How did you know? Who are you? Annette Birkin. My husband is the man responsible for the creation of the T-virus. William Birkin. What? John's dead. He became one of those zombies. My condolences. And although I regret this, you will be joining him shortly. I won't let anyone take the G-virus away from me. G-virus? It's capable of creating the ultimate bioweapon. Its potential is even greater than that of the T-virus. Then that must mean the creature in the police department is... precisely my husband, William. And it's all Umbrella's fault. None of this would have happened if they hadn't tried to steal his research away from him. Where did you get that pendant? It looks exactly like the one I gave Sherry. She dropped it. I've been holding on to it for her. Liar! Give it back to me! Too bad.
I always find it so cool how she has that pendant, and somehow she just realizes, let me hit this button. It's right there.
Yeah. She just B-slapped her like WrestleMania.
Yeah. You ain't getting away from me, Austin. So normally, at this section, if we were playing an A scenario, the giant crocodile would be jumping out of the water. So I guess Ada just stands there and stares at a wall.
Ada?
Oh, yeah, we're back.
Our hero came back from the dead. All
Our
right.
knight
The
in
giant
shining
bullet
armor.
hole. Giant bullet hole in his chest.
Alright, so now we're inside of the sewers, which is not a very long segment at all. Probably one of the shorter areas of the game. They took out a lot. Actually, I would say they took out a...
Those guys got destroyed.
Yeah, ruined.
God.
Ruined. They're now a part of the graphic in the background.
They are.
Yeah, you'll find a small key over there, as well as one of the key items in the corner on one of the...
Watch out for the spiders.
Yeah, these guys are extremely aggressive. In the A scenario, comparatively to the B scenario, there's different items in different locations. That being a small key there's usually shotgun shells. Now, the spiders right here are absolutely aggressive. They'll drop, acid on you.
Nice shot.
There we go.
Yeah, so that Magnum just
destroys them in one shot. I mean, it's absolutely crucial. And if you're playing in the perspective of Claire, I recommend using the flame rounds on them. It's usually one shot as well.
Oh, I did not know that.
So we grabbed the valve from the save chest, and we're going to use it here twice. We need it in order to power the hydraulic lift.
Will we ever get a Half-Life 3?
Your guess is as good as mine. This is the equivalent. So we got some shotgun shells to the left over there. There is a typewriter actually right there as well. And some herbs if you need them.
So unfortunately, there's no gator in this version, so Crocodile Dundee already took care of him in the Ace scenario.
Yeah. We have, so basically there's not really much of a boss fight. It's more of like a terrifying experience, I'll call it, where like a alligator or a crocodile is about to fuck your shit up, and you just basically drop one of the, what would you call it, like a gas canister? And then...
Yeah, pretty much.
Then just shoot it when it's inside of the crocodile's mouth, and boom! We're good.
Boom.
So now we're going to the dumping area, taking dumps over here. And, yeah, we're going to meet up with Ada now, and we're going to the marshalling yard.
Ada!
Leon.
This bullet wound isn't making things any easier.
Quiet, Leon. I'll patch you up. That's 2 I owe you.
Don't mention it.
I just found out. John's dead.
What?
Never mind. Let's just get out of here. The sooner the better.
So yeah, that song playing just now, me and Ant were discussing, that one is titled Ada's Theme. That's one of our favorites in the game. But funny enough, she said that's 2 I owe you. Meanwhile, she means the 2 bullet holes that are retched inside of Leon's chest.
Yep. Exactly.
So yeah, we're going over here. There's actually a file right there on top of the controls for the sewer compact system. You could grab if you want. This is not an all files run. I was thinking of maybe one day messing around with either maybe a kill all or a no item box, but we'll cross that bridge once we tackle all the actual no saves. So instead of backtracking all the way, we have the valve on us. We could go ahead and use the valve right here to turn off the fan, and we're going to go right back through.
Which I didn't know for most of my life.
Until I remember
a recent couple months.
I think you guys could actually hear it in the commentary for the Leon A when I did this with Anthony. I dropped down, I went and used the valve, and he was like, "What the hell?" But yeah, so now we still have... What do we have here now? Zombies? Yeah, so that zombie won't actually go and try to bite you in that hallway. But we want to run. Now, the reason I killed the spiders in this area is they don't despawn. And although Ada getting getting any sort of damage from a monster doesn't count towards us, it's something like a rule of thumb in the no damage community. It's pseudo damage, and it just, to me, I guess, it just, it looks a little sloppy. So I just make sure I kill any enemies that could do any damage to anybody that has any HP. A lot of Ennies there, but very important.
Yeah. Even though she gets obliterated.
Yeah. We're going to discuss that in a few minutes. That's actually something I wanted to ask you in retrospect to something that happens in RE3 Nemesis and in this game, but we'll touch on it, I think, when that happens very shortly. Going to be pretty interesting.
I always thought this soundtrack was cool, too.
I think just the entire soundtrack, even just the ambiance of certain areas, like with the zombie sounds outside, everything is just great.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got the tram coming over, the cable car.
Nice. Snow Patrol.
Yeah. Alright, perfect. Now we're going to be heading to the quote-unquote marshalling yard. This is all pretty much a part of it. Okay, so for this part right here, Birkin is on top of the cable car. We're just, once we see dust start to form on the top of the part that we're standing over, we're going to move because the arm will come down and absolutely destroy you.
And then we're going to stare at it.
Yeah, stare at it like Leon does. We're not going to shoot a single bullet. We'll let Ada do all the work. Now, you don't even have to waste ammo. It does no HP loss to him at all. Man, doesn't that look like somebody sitting on a bench to the left?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I know. I always thought of that too.
That is.
It's like some old guy like at a park.
Yeah.
Like Central Park.
Just like chilling, feeding the birds.
Exactly. Good job, Ada. Good job.
An honorary achievement of doing absolutely nothing. So now we're in the marshalling yard, folks. We have a couple of zombies that are spread out in this area. Very narrow corridors here, so we can't really make any room for mess-ups or dodging. Two zombies are actually one behind the other here, so don't get jump happy. Even if you kill the first one, there is one waiting. And this guy, this is one of the zombies Anthony was talking about earlier on in the run, where they have no HP value, but you're absolutely terrified and think they're alive, so you go ahead and expend your ammo.
And look what we got here. Ho, ho, ho. I got a super shotgun.
The super shotgun is probably my favorite gun in the entire game. I do wish that I would have waited.
Incredible.
Because what happens is when you attach the attachment to the shotgun, it gives you a free ammo. It gives you free ammo, basically. So if I would have used those 5 shotgun shells, had 0 in the tank, and then put the attachment on, we would have got a free 7.
Wow.
Here, I absolutely missed a shot. Thank God for Ada.
That's how you get a discount on everything.
Discount double check. Alright, we got one more zombie inside of this area. We're going to go ahead and reload our shotgun.
And behind you, that hallway, I'm pretty sure it's just like a couple of herbs.
Yeah.
Around the corner.
I think there is a zombie over there, no? Maybe?
Not sure. Possibly. As Claire, and we'll, when we play Claire, instead of this, the shotgun parts, I think you get the electric gun.
Oh, yeah.
There must be something hidden here.
What's the name of that gun, Ant? The spark shot?
The spark shot, that's right, yeah.
Perfect. So, yeah, now over here, right by Ada, there is some extra shotgun shells, some more magnum ammo, and as I said, you have so much magnum ammo that you wouldn't even need to touch the shotgun if you... And I do recommend having the shotgun, but you actually didn't even need it, even if you wanted to just use the magnum as long as you hit your shots.
Yeah, this game is just so iconic.
It is. I mean, listen to the marshalling yard theme. Even the remake's theme of it is phenomenal.
Yeah. So this section of the game was featured in a level in Resident Evil Outbreak, and it's also featured in a section of Resident Evil Zero too.
That's right. I actually forgot about Outbreak because I haven't played it in quite a bit, but Zero I do remember like running into Enrico over here.
Yeah, that was cool.
We need to grab the key for the turnstile. The control panel, same thing. I'm ready to go ahead and take a look through this camera.
Let's see. Oh shit! It's Mr. Clean.
Yeah, so we got another meeting with yours truly. And it's always in a very tight, narrow corridor, so you can't even outmaneuver him. Make a, nice slow turn with Leon. Stand right about here. Have him kind of start, tailing us. Put 2 shots in. And then we're just going to wait for him to keep moving so that we could slowly keep trying to lock on. And 4 Magnum rounds is all we need to use.
That's all it takes. Nice.
Boom.
Nice. And what is he holding? Is he holding Magnum? Oh, shotgun.
Yeah, we're nearing 40 rounds plus the 7 we already have. We have over 40 rounds for the shotgun right now, which is insane.
That's insane.
As to why I was saying they give you so much ammo, that's not even including the, the Magnum or the handgun. I mean, you just have so much ammo. There's no reason you can't kill every creature. They really do on normal give you enough ammo to kill everything.
Yeah.
So now the marshalling yard is all but finished, and we're going to be taking on our second variation, in...
He wants to say how perfect, too, the inventory.
Oh, the inventory is beautiful. It's definitely one of the best inventories.
Come on,
Resident Evil coined it perfectly. We're going to be taking on, as in typical Squaresoft fashion back then, where there were 35 different versions of the same boss. Capcom followed in their footsteps, and we're going to be taking on another version of the G. Birkin fight, this will actually be G3. We don't actually fight the second variation. I believe Claire does.
Right. That's right. Yeah. Honestly, I think the worst of when it comes to enemies coming back is Parasite Eve.
Oh my gosh.
It's like 30 different times you gotta fight.
Aya Brea's trigger finger was broken after that game. Yeah. And I think a couple of my controllers as well.
Ada! Can you hear me? Come on, snap out of it!
So what I never understood right there, how does she not get infected with the G virus?
Yeah, I was gonna say, remember when I said before that she got destroyed? Yep, just like it.
I mean, literally, Jill gets a little part of the tentacle in her arm in RE3, and she's out of commission for over a day, yet Ada gets absolutely sideswiped by the windshield wiper hand.
I'm guessing that's like a plot, like a plot hole, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was before they decided, okay, the Nemesis virus is going to be intricate. Because this did come out before, but... This is the G3 fight. This one could actually be quite a pain in the butt. Once you get him off camera,
this guy literally had a growth spurt, right?
He did.
Right in front of us.
He did. So he jumps up on top of the tram, and we need to listen for when he does. And you'll be able to listen a little bit clearer on the no commentary version that'll be linked in the pinned comment section as well as the bio of this video. If you just enjoy watching the game for the parts and you don't need the extra commentary because you know it pretty well enough. No issue, no harm, no foul. But yeah, you want to just kind of use him jumping up to your advantage so that he's always behind you. It's kind of like the tactic we used in RE2 Remake, always keep Mr. X behind you. And yeah guys, G3 is already done. We're heading over to the
Man,
laboratory.
You destroyed him. You made him look like a...
I'm the villain of this
I don't
game.
know, like... he looked like a kid. I don't know.
He was so nervous, G3. I don't know if you saw. He started holding his side. He's like, I gotta get out of here.
He's like, Leon S. Kenny, I gotta get the hell out of here.
Please.
Welcome back. Hey, take it easy. We're inside Umbrella's secret lab. I'll go find something to treat that wound, so just rest here in the meantime.
But I'll only slow you down with these injuries. Go. Save yourself.
Is it just me, or does everybody always ignore what I say? I told you, it's my job to look after you.
But you'll be in danger if you stay with me. I know I've only known you for a short period of time, but I really enjoy being with you.
I
know I'm not capable of caring about anyone, but I don't want to lose you.
We're leaving this place together. Wait here for me. I'll be right back.
Alright. So yeah, Ada got fucked up. Anthony actually noticed that the bed was crooked. I think it actually was broken.
Broken, yeah.
The little cot, or I guess the seat that she was sitting on.
Ada is in love with us now because she's on her deathbed.
She has known us for how long is this video so far? An hour and 26 minutes. She's known us for an hour and 26 minutes, and I love you. Watch, look, Leon does a quick turn right here. What the?
God damn it!
Like, how did that? Like, the game itself, like the computer is allowed to do a quick turn, but God forbid I wanted to.
Yeah. So if you see, it's going down. So you're actually above. You're on a higher area.
Oh. So yeah, this is the metal crate part. I never understood why, but this part gave me such an annoyance because you have to make sure you have enough space for Leon's, like, his sprite, like his character, to be able to walk. See how I'm just trying to make sure that I have enough room?
Yep. Hardest part in the game.
Right here. Controllers were lost. Yep. So yeah, we need this part. We need this metal crate in order to get to the second floor area for towards the end of the game. That's why we're going ahead and pushing this.
I have a theory. You know how humans are afraid of turning into zombies. What if the zombies are afraid of turning into human as well?
I mean,
turning back into humans.
I wonder if that's even possible. Interestingly enough, I always never understood, like, I understand that people were already, like, their flesh was eaten, like, they're already completely mutated creatures. It's just a shame, let me try that again. A shame that there's no way to, like, revert them.
Yeah.
But it's good, like, I know, like, obviously for future hindsight, when Sherry or Jill get infected, like, there's a serum for them, so it's pretty interesting that, I guess it's because it's stopped earlier on, it's before it contracts.
Yeah.
So now that we went ahead and pushed the metal crate, before we go down to the bottom to turn the power on for this little facility, there's a dead researcher on the floor with a file in his left hand, and we just got 12 extra shotgun rounds, and if you need to make a save, I recommend making a save right there, because we're going to be doing the last portion of the game.
A lot of people journaling.
Yeah.
Like, right before they die. What is
taking a lot of time to freaking...
I got to journal before this. The zombie! The monster's going to come!
And the handwriting is never a mess.
Yeah.
It's like perfect script. So we got 2 super lickers down in this basement. With the shotgun...
Oh, these things are...
The super lickers are brutal monsters, but with the shotgun, it's a joke.
Three shotguns.
Yeah, they are absolutely no joke.
Oh, nice. They're both dead.
Yeah, we were able to take both of them out at the same time. Now, one thing you could do inside of the laboratory is turn on the green gas, which actually makes the creatures in this area weaker. But what happened was, in this save file, I had turned it on in Claire's A scenario, so by the time Leon gets here, they actually get used to the green gas that's supposed to weaken them, and they start using it as nutrients, so the monsters are actually stronger in the laboratory by this point.
Wow. So use the green gas in the B scenario, not the A.
Yeah, my recommendation for anybody watching, use it in the B scenario, don't use it in the A. It just causes, unless you're going for like a harder type of run, if you're just trying to get through it, definitely only use it on the B scenario.
See, like, that's ingenious. Like, how did they come up with that?
I don't know.
But
that's what I mean about the zap system, you know? Like, everything was corresponding and happening at the same time, so that, you know, if, you know, Claire turned that on, she's like, well, Leon's fucked now, good luck, dude. You know, and, like, retrospective the same other way.
Wow.
So now we're heading to the actual laboratory. We're in the laboratory core at the moment, but we need to make our way up the freight elevator.
We're gonna go actually down. Let's see.
Yeah,
see,
down it is. Yeah, correct. And we're gonna go to the, I guess, the main core now, right? Because this is where we're powering everything up.
We also got some tough enemies. A new enemy. Well, it's these skinless walkers.
They are horrible. These skinless, the laboratory zombies, they have more HP value than a natural zombie. They move quicker.
A lot quicker, yeah.
We call them landmines because you'll think that you actually killed them and they're down.
Yeah,
but they are actually still alive. I use the shotgun here every single time as Leon because this thing is not leaving anything standing.
Yep, zombie nudist colony.
That's all it is. So we can't go ahead and unlock that door over there that we would naturally... Oh, yeah, that's funny. The hit detection in that part still registered that zombie that was falling down as still alive. That's why Leon was still locking on and why I made that extra shot. I was actually confused why the hell I shot right there.
Interesting. I thought that maybe you thought there was a zombie out of camera.
Well, that's what I had originally envisioned because, okay, he's locking on. There's somebody over there. But then I was like, oh, maybe it still picked up a value. So if you guys notice over on the hit counter to the left of the screen, I was actually hit in the super liquor hallway here, unfortunately, in my prior run. We don't have to go into that door. We just have to go over to the freezing temperature room.
Yep. This room is ice cold.
Yeah.
Like, Mr. Freeze was like
Batman.
Came to this room
Batman the animated series.
He's like, I'm going to make a freeze. It's gonna be cold.
That is so true. I actually never thought of that. It's funny. It's funny that you bring that up, Ant. The Mr. Freeze. I actually have a Batman the Animated Series Mr. Freeze Funko Pop. That's apparently really rare. I got it years ago, which is pretty cool looking.
Right, so the main fuse. We're gonna go back now. Also, too, while you run past it. This is the area where you can, if you want, go into that special room on the right there with that shutter.
Yes, correct. That it's all organized, which I'll have Anthony explain everything that you have to do in order to get to that room. It starts off in the moth room coming up, correct?
Yes.
Alright, perfect. So once we get over to... We're not going to actually go into the moth room in this run, because that's just a secondary objective. It's not necessary to complete the game, but...
That's just like extra stuff if you want. Yeah.
Which is also a really neat thing that they did, was they added an extra creature to fight. You know, they added extra rooms to go into. I mean, this was so much...
These things I hate.
So they're actually stronger, as you notice. They're fully red right here, because... of what I said, the green gas was left on, so now they absorbed all of the green gas and actually evolved to have more strength. But still, there's no enemy in this game stronger than Misty, so, and I'm convinced on that.
True.
Alright, so now this is called the infamous Liquor Hallway. This is where
Yeah,
runs go to die.
Yep.
We're gonna walk, because there's going to be one that breaks from the ventilation shaft above us. Boom with the shotgun. Do it again. Now, this gun has so much recoil, we gotta be super careful. It could knock us out of frame, and if a liquor is running at us, we could be screwed.
It's all it takes.
Now, I'm using the shotgun, which I've got the timing down pat, but one thing I would...
Wow.
Yeah.
3 shots.
Three.
At that
Well,
time.
they're also stronger because of the green gas, but
Yeah. Sure
what I'll
is.
say is, I recommend having the submachine gun for this part if you don't feel comfortable with the shotgun's recoil, because you'll just soft lock the liquors into a constant state of taking damage with the submachine gun, which is just phenomenal.
My man is cooking here.
Yeah, I'm cooking up something vile. We're getting this. So now we're inside of the monitor room, which keeps tabs on all different parts of the Raccoon City, everything inside of the nest or laboratory that we're in, as well as what's above it. So it actually keeps track of the sewers, it keeps track of the RPD. I mean, people who were sitting there were able to keep an eye on everything going on.
Right, so that just went a quick... That hallway that you pass on the right, that's where you go to the guest room and you fight the moth if you want to do that. Basically, you fight the moth, you kill the moth, you take out the larva on the computer, and then you put in guest computer, you put your fingerprint in. But you got to do the A scenario first, and then the B scenario after, because then that's 2 fingerprints. And then you go back to that ice, the frozen hallway area, and then you put those 2 fingerprints in.
Interesting. There's a lot of steps involved to get in that damn room just to get ruined by a couple liquors.
And you got to do it one at a time. So you got to make sure that you do it in the A scenario and the B scenario.
Wow. Yeah, they really keep you on your toes for that.
Yep.
So we got the platform key. As you could tell, there were a vast amount of lab zombies in that area. And as you can see, I actually whiffed on a few shots just because the depth perception of that room, because of the camera angle, you can't really tell how close you are to those zombies, and you don't want to take a chance. So I don't care if I have to expend like 10 shotgun shells and miss all of them. As long as I'm not getting hit by them, I don't care.
Yeah. That's a hard room because of the camera angles really make it a lot more challenging.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the thing with the fixed camera angle, tank controls, as much as they're classics and we love them and I love them, it always made it even a little bit harder than the third person. I totally believe that, which is good.
Yep.
Gave that element of strategy that you wouldn't normally have. Got a liquor that drops down.
Wow, that is some dodge. Damn.
Yeah. The liquor drops down there. It's always static. He always drops down at the same moment, at the same part. So instead of sitting there trying to wait for him or try to shoot him, you may not get that opening and he'll swipe at your leg. So I just recommend dodging right around him. So.
That is a giant tree plant, whatever that is. Was that Plant 43?
This is Plant 43, yes. And the reason it's, Anthony's referring to the Resident Evil 1's Plant 42 that was growing inside of the Spencer Mansion basement. Now, we're not going to waste any ammo on these guys. I mean, these guys could take upwardly of like 5 to 6 Magnum shots, especially with the strength, so absolutely not worth it. You could just run right around that one.
Nice.
And now we're going to make our way back to the area where we were pushing the metal crate, and we are going to head over to the control platform. So we do have the platform key. I was just doing a double check. Sometimes, as you're strategizing everything that you need to do, you kind of forget what's in your inventory. I'm surprised I haven't had to check a little bit more. Alright, so now We have ourselves a nice, beautiful cutscene.
You murdered my husband. I know what you're looking for. You came for the G-Virus, didn't you? But you'll never take it from me. This is my husband's legacy. Now, where's that spy you were working with earlier? You know who I'm talking about.
What?
You really don't know anything, do you? You're so gullible. She's one of the operatives sent here by the agency. The only reason why she came here is to obtain the G-Virus.
That's a lie.
No, it's the truth. I discovered this when I did a background check on her. She specifically got close to John and became his girlfriend to get information about Umbrella.
That can't be. I know her. Ada wouldn't do something like that.
If you don't want to believe it, I don't really care. You're about to die anyway.
So Mr. X right here is extremely aggressive. You gotta just start off by turning around quick and running for your life, because he will punch you. It's too close of a gap.
Again? Jesus.
Yeah, thank God this is the last variation of him. He was going in for the sucker punch, but as long as we're hugging the wall of the elevator door, boom, last thud.
Last variation, or is it?
Or is it, is the real question.
Yeah, we just spoke to Karen Birkin.
Yeah, the equivalent of a annoying shopper that just won't leave the store. So now we took out the last encounter. All that we have left, guys, is to see how this game plays out and the final bosses. And we're just about there. We're just about there.
I think the most damage that Leon got in this run was being called gullible.
Yeah. He probably, that definitely took a couple of notches off of his Boy Scout badge.
Right.
Run!
Ada! Ada!
Leon, please, escape.
No. We're a team. I can't just leave you behind.
I'm just a woman who fell in love with you. Nothing more.
Ada. No. Ada!
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
I will always remember you. Goodbye, Ada.
And now, this is the part I truly believe we start to get the feel of the RE4 Leon, because after this moment, you know,
Really getting the feels there.
yeah, once you find out that she's like actually a spy from Annette, and also like him witness her death because he was starting to fall for her. I mean, my God.
Leon, you made it.
Claire, is that you? Where are you?
I can see you on the monitor, but never mind that right now. Leon, you have to go back and get Sherry for me. I left her in the security office. Please, you must save her.
Wait a second! What are you gonna do? Where are you going?
I still have a few loose ends to take care of. I'm counting on you.
Hello? Claire, are you there? Claire! The security office?
Leon, by this point, my man, I don't know why you think anybody listens to what you have to say.
I mean, Ada's dead, so I guess we'll have to go for Claire.
Now, yeah. Leon is the ladies' man. So now we have to go save Sherry. She is actually in the room at the entrance of the laboratory. So we have to backtrack where we just came from, where we just fought Mr. X. We got to go on the cargo elevator, go get her.
You know what's crazy? What's so crazy? This is the canon, yet Ada like gets destroyed in this version.
I guess she honestly does. And like, I think in the Dark Side Chronicles, if you ever watch a video on it or play it, I know that she's like pretty bandaged up from like head to toe as she's escaping as she's escaping in this game. She had to like really bandage herself up because she gets ruined because she doesn't actually, I guess, fall from that height.
Must have like, you know, barely survived.
Yeah, she barely survives. You don't really ever see that. It's just in the archives.
I've come to get you out of here. Claire is waiting for you.
Alright, so now we're going to take the A2 elevator.
He just leaves her lifeless body on the floor of the cold.
He's like, yeah, I don't care how you're doing. I'm putting you down to do this. So we got to get to the emergency passage, which is an escape elevator. It's like a transport elevator that was used to bring things in and out of Raccoon City undetected by Umbrella, but it's also an evacuation train.
Well, that's what we're up to now. The evacuation part of the game.
Yep. As me and Anthony stated earlier in the run, Resident Evil has a thing for evacuations. What is that thing called? The Galaxy 5000? I never even noticed that.
The name of the train.
Yeah, it said Galaxy 5000, and the G was in red. Which I wonder if that like resembles like G the creature.
Is it a Samsung?
Might as well be. Honestly, this was like the first variation of a Samsung in 1998.
Yep.
Okay, so now we're gearing up. We already have everything we need, but I'm using that as just an example of the word. We're gearing up because now we have to fight the tougher boss of the ending, Super Tyrant, as we saw him come out of the lava and stick his large claws out, and we see that he's still alive. You know, he just doesn't know how to go down.
Yep. Until to get the platform key, it's very important.
Absolutely. I think the song is fantastic. I just can't stand the robotic voice constantly telling us to get to the platform.
All employees, get to the bottom platform.
Alright, so we gotta go ahead and use the platform key. This will unlock this door.
This starts the countdown.
Yep, right here. So we gotta do all of this in a certain time frame.
5 minutes until detonation.
5 minutes until detonation. Like, who set the bomb?
Once she got slammed into the thing, it set off the self-destruct. that thing started to power
They
up.
conveniently gave us a 5-minute.
I know, and Mr. X conveniently threw her hard enough to power it up.
Yep.
So we need to grab both sockets right here. We need the S socket and the N socket.
Yep, they love their plugs.
Love their plugs, puzzles, and they love their boss fights. So now we're going to be taking on Super Tyrant. So I'm going to go ahead and explain this as quickly as I can because it happens very fast. So we're going to go run over here. We have to power up the train. As soon as we click through this dialogue, we have a small cutscene. So as soon as this ends, you got to hold up on the D-pad, and then you're going to swing left. Now, Mr. X always, or I should say Super Tyrant, always swings with his left claw. So if we run the opposite way in which he swings, it should take 2 Magnum shots.
3 hits, that's it. Wow.
And she's still standing there. We're going to do the same exact thing, up left. Completely avoid him. We're going to go... I mean, we're going to probably just stand right here and wait for him to get onto the screen. But yeah, that is Super Tyrant.
Game over.
Every time
Yippee-ki-yay!
every time he falls into the lava, I always think of Austin Powers, liquid hot magma. But yeah, that's all it takes. It seems like a very difficult fight, but if you just go, you run around the opposite side in which he has the claw, he always swings from one side of his body. So if you basically practice that, whether it's make a save right here or a save state, just practice it.
You made that look so easy.
And trust me, it is not. It takes quite a bit of practice. We have to open the gate right now for the train before we can get ourselves out of here. There are, of course, lab zombies waiting for us. We have plenty of Magnum ammo. I'm not even going to take a chance with the shotgun. We're just going to pop them. It's an instant kill.
Instant kill also saves on time.
Does.
Too.
Now, you only need a total of like 9 bullets for the true ending boss fight, which is...
We got more than that, so I think we're good.
Which is G5, yes. It's the final formation of the Birkin virus. And now that we got the gates open, we're just going to go ahead.
That is a cool train. I mean, that is a cool looking
It is. It really is.
This is a train that I want to
be in. I agree.
I want to be on the train.
Now,
I want to be on the
time to get out of here.
Sherry's unconscious.
I have the antidote. If I give it to her.
Claire, what's happening?
Not now. Come on, Sherry, wake up. Wake up. Please wake up. Claire? Where am I?
It worked!
Oh, Sherry, you're gonna be okay. Thanks, Claire.
It's over.
No. I have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning.
So in the B scenario, there is an extra boss fight. This is called the True Ending Boss Fight, where we finally wipe this amalgamation off the face of the earth.
There's more.
Oh wait, there's more.
Warning. Biohazardous outbreak imminent. The emergency system has been activated. This train...
Again?
Never ends, bro.
More self-destruction?
I mean, you literally get 2 minutes. That it like puts you on the edge of your seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both are on the edge of our seat. Here we go. Absolutely disgusting creature. Here we go.
Yeah. Did someone eat a bad burrito or something?
Same thing. It looks like a burrito that fell on the floor 40 times.
Oh, God.
All right. So
Disgusting.
we're going to turn around, hug the door we came through, and we're going to fire 9 shots.
9 shots, okay.
And that'll finish him off with the Magnum.
For the 9 gates of hell.
Yeah.
Oh.
So one more shot will do it. And that's that, guys. That's Leon B. No save, no damage. We will talk a little bit. Right on.
Impressive work. Baby.
Thanks, man. We'll talk a little bit more once the credits are rolling, but thank you guys so much for tuning in thus far.
Warning. Warning. The self-destruct system has been activated. Each train compartment will detonate sequentially. Repeat. Each train compartment will detonate sequentially.
Claire! Stop the train!
I can't. The door to the control room is locked. Claire? What is this? Stay back.
This is not good.
Leon, where are you?
Wonderful.
Sherry? What are you doing? We have to stop the train, right? I can do it. But come and get me. I'm right here. Which one's the right switch? Maybe this one?
Sherry!
Leon! Ah! Can't hold on.
Push the switch over there!
Got it! Finally, the exit.
Are you all right?
I'm okay.
Where's Claire? Claire? Claire!
Right here. Claire! I guess we all made it. They just won't quit. Come on, we have to get out of here. Run! So, it's finally over. Sherry, you look terrible.
No worse than you, Claire.
Come on, time to leave.
Now? What's wrong? Is something following us?
We have to go. We don't have any time to waste.
Go? Where?
Hey, it's up to us to take out Umbrella.
All right, cue the 90s guitar.
Right. We were just saying before, like how much of this game still holds up today.
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying to Ant off mic that, you know, the games in this day and age, although some of them are fantastic, they're all hidden behind pay to win, and like games were completed back then. You know, these are the pioneers for the games we love. But anyway, this has been a lot of fun, guys. I know it's been a little bit since I made the continuation to this Resident Evil 2 original, but I want to thank you guys so much for the unwavering support on both YouTube, which has now...
Thank you.
Yeah, seriously, for both of our channels. I mean, I'm at almost 17.6K followers, which is just unbelievable. I can't even process that. And it's all growth within almost a 2-year span, so thank you guys so much for the support. If this video helps you, please give it a like. Maybe even comment if it really makes a difference. And make sure you hit the notification bell to all. Okay? And that definitely will help out the channel. You could also find me at twitch.tv/the-notorious-base. And again, thank you, Ant Zombie Slayer. Please go check out his YouTube channel. He has a lot of amazing content, some no damage work, a lot of Let's Plays, a lot of really funny, hilarious compilations. He will be with us on all of the RE OG trilogy. So
that is right.
We're gonna next up in this OG trilogy series, we'll be working on Claire B together, and then we'll move on to the other ones. But Ant, thank you so much.
Thank you for the shout out.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for the shout out.
Absolutely, it's earned. And just like that, as we came in, we will be heading out. I bid you farewell. This is the Notorious Base, and Ant Zombie Slayer signing out. Stick around for the ending credits so you see what the final score was, and congratulations on your run, folks. We'll see you next time.
Yep. See you next time, and stay vigilant.